Hello and welcome to round 12 of Grand Prix Omaha. I'm Brian David Marshall. I'm joined by Marshall Sutcliffe, and we are about to watch Brian Kowal playing Craig Wesco, essentially for their tournament life here, Marshall.
Yeah, pretty much. They're up against it both with 2 losses already. Brian Kowal is playing kind of the deck of the format right now. He's playing Blue-Red Delver, leveraging Treasure Cruise to sort of overwhelm the opponent with card advantage and
I'm willing to forgive.
Oh, he's actually got Goyf, so he's actually on the Temur plan.
Yeah, and then does he have Treasure Cruise?
Yes, 4 Treasure Cruise, but and
so I mean, Brian Kowal did invent the deck called Boat Brew several years ago, so he is allowed to play Treasure Cruise.
Okay, yeah.
No matter what happens.
It finally came in for him. Now, Craig Wesco is on 5-color Zoo, Tribal Zoo, we call it as well. He's got 4 Tribal Flames to go along with a really nice motley crew of creatures here, including a Birds of Paradise.
Okay.
But that's his only, creature that doesn't help him attack. Noble Hierarch helps him attack, and then he's also got Tarmogoyf's, Wild Nacatls, Geist of Saint Traff, Kusali Pride Mage, and Siege Rhino. And then he's also got Abrupt Decay, Band Charm, and Path to Exile to help disrupt the opponent. And we're going to get a look at what one of these hands looks like. Turn 1, Noble Hierarch, and here's Geist, Tribal Flames, Nacatl.
Siege Rhino, Geist of Saint Traff, Wild Nacatl hand is awesome.
Also, by the way, you can see why Craig decided to run out his Noble Hierarch first instead of the Wild Nacatl. He needs the mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
He has 1 land.
That's right. So if Craig can find a second mana source of blue or white origin, he can get that Geist of Saint Draft down on turn 2 and really start putting the heat on Kowal. Interestingly, though, on Kowal's side, he has access to cards like Lightning Bolt as well. If he goes land Bolt, he can just kill the Hierarch and really put Wesco in a bad spot. I don't think Kowal has that.
I don't think. I mean, Kowal would just snap off a Bolt if he had one here.
Absolutely.
But
I think he's going to have to settle for a second Delver.
He might just settle. Oh, he could also settle for. He is going to go second Delver. He could have played a Goyf there. It looks like.
It is correct. He could have played a Goyf. It would have been a 2/3. But
not as good as potentially flipping into 2 Insectile Aberrations with no way of swatting them in sight in Wesco. I mean, he's got Tribal Flames. He can take 1 out.
Sure.
But right now, that Tribal Flames, yeah.
All right. We got there.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Turn 2 Geist. Well, this is going to be troublesome for Kowal. Depending on what he rips here and for his draw step. Another Gataxian probe. Well, those probes are going to start adding up, BDM. Remember, Craig Wesco can close out the game quite easily.
Okay, well, there's a Fork Bolt.
Oh, jeez.
Fork Bolt's going to flip 2 Insectile Aberrations.
Taking at least 7 this turn? Craig Wesco makes him reveal the same card again.
Right. So he's gonna flip the Insectile Aberration. He's gonna obviously, assuming he has a red source here, Fork Bolt. I don't know that he does have a red source.
No red source?
No, he does not have a red source.
Wow.
So right now, Tribal Flames is for 3. But there's Tarmogoyf, and it's instant sorcery land, so it's a 3/4.
Yeah, it's fine. Should do a good job of holding off the Geist.
Looks like an Abrupt Decay, which is 1 color that Craig cannot make at the moment.
Black. Wow, this is actually just crazy. Like, flipping those Delvers is just huge. Like, that's just going to be the game here if Craig can't come with something. Yeah, he's going to have to start. Like, he really wanted to find a red mana source there so he could Lightning Bolt and Tribal Flames and just kill both Aberrations. Then he's got to deal with the Goyf still. This is a tough spot for Wesco. He's not usually the one who's behind him.
Yeah, the Geist can't even attack here.
I mean, can hit for 4.
Sure.
Yeah. That's not good enough.
Run my guy into a brick wall.
Yeah, I mean, he could then Lightning Bolt the Goyf. The problem is the Delvers.
But then he goes to 2 from the Insectile Aberrations, and then if Kowal draws a red source, just dies to Fork Bolt.
Totally. Which he knows about, which Craig knows about. And he's going to draw a red source at some point. I mean, he's almost a cruise here. 1 mana away. Oh, this is a bad spot for Wesco. If he found red mana there, it didn't hurt him too bad to play. He could be an okay spot, but...
Yeah, this deck looks like a lot of work to play.
Craig's deck?
Yeah.
Absolutely. These decks are not forgiving.
So there's Wild Nikado.
It's charged up as well, so he gets to bolt 1 aberration here, it looks like. Or maybe he's just going to Tribal Flames it. Yeah, this is a more mana efficient way to use his turn. Don't forget to turn that thing back over, Brian.
All right.
Looks like my words took a minute to reach a feature match area that they got there. Hoop. Snapcaster Mage.
Yep. Not the fetch land he was looking for.
He does have the Gataxian Probe, though.
Oh, he's thinking about just paying blue for the Gataxian Probe.
He is. I think he needs to worry. He's at 15.
He doesn't. Sees Abrupt Decay, Lightning Bolt, and Siege Rhino.
So Jund with white.
Oh, there's an Izzet Charm, but still no red mana for Kowal. I don't know that it matters, though.
It does. It totally matters now, because that Tarmogoyf I don't think can battle. It's a 4/5, right? So that means that Craig has double blocks available here. I believe that the Goyf is a 4/5, right?
So sorcery, creature, instant, land.
Yeah.
4/5.
So it's a 4/5. So a double block from the fully charged up Nikado plus the 2/2 Geist will allow basically Craig Wesco to trade Geist to St. Trap for Tarmogoyf, which is why Kowal's considering not attacking here. He doesn't necessarily need to offer that trade up. He's going to. I mean, there's some risk to it, but it doesn't feel like Craig has much of a choice here. You know, it's not like Craig can be like, well,
right.
I'll just chunk block and see what happens. Like, he's got to make a play here. And I don't think that Brian has any way to punish him. Yeah, he's just going to trade.
Yeah.
Wow, so Craig Wesco takes 3 there, but he's got to be super happy.
Right, but that also gets Kowal to the point where he can cruise for...
Oh, for 1?
Well, actually, I guess he already could do that.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so now we know why. So he traded the Goyf off because if he wants to cruise, his Goyf's going to shrink.
Right, yeah.
At least somewhat.
Yeah. The awkward cruise Goyf dance.
Yeah, that part is awkward. You can make it work, that you can refill your graveyard so quickly with this deck that you can work around it, but it is a little awkward. He's left himself.
Decides to keep an instant.
He's kept his Spell Pierce. I mean, he does have that Snapcaster Mage, so he's got to consider that. He's got to find mana here, though, right? No.
He does. It's just blue.
It's more
just
blue.
an island.
Wow.
It's that hideous white-bordered island.
Ugh. It's my favorite picture, but really, Brian? You know, and Wesco still has Lightning Bolt, so he's going to be able to untap, take care of the Delver, and somehow Kowal just has not been able to get Craig Wesco into bolt range yet.
So then there's a Tarmogoyf for Wesco in hand.
This is a nice turn for him.
Yeah.
He gets to attack for 4, kill Insectal Aberration, and make a Goyf. Wow.
Yep.
So for you.
Right, because we get the Exalted trigger off the Noble Hierarch.
Right. Bzz. Swat that fly.
Kowal looks at his hand as if maybe I want to Spell Pierce that.
Yeah, I don't think he has that in his hand anymore. I think
no, he doesn't. He's sort of maybe doing a little bit of a posturing.
Yeah, I think you're right. Wow, if Kowal could have found red mana there, he could have bolted, untapped, and fork bolt, and now things can get out of hand here, especially if Wesco finds black mana. Here's Snapcaster Mage, though, for Kowal, just as an attacker. Interesting.
I think just as a blocker.
And it's another red card, Monastery Swift Spirit. No red mana. He can't cruise here either. Wow, this has been an unfortunate draw for Kowal. I mean, he is technically 3 colors. He splashes green for Goyf, but every other mana in his whole deck makes blue
Could
or
he,
red.
could he have kept Thought Scour in his yard and then Snapcaster Thought Scoured?
Yeah. He wanted. I mean, he didn't have the mana to do both last turn,
Okay.
but that would have been something he could do down the line. Wesco finds another Noble Hierarch now.
Oh, but I guess he wanted a Snapcaster Spell Pierce.
He wanted to be able to, but then he just ran out spells. The Snapcaster just as a 2/1. Just ambush Viper. So Wesco now, if you're sitting in his seat, he's got to close this game out. Brian Kowal's at 9, and Wesco's at a very precarious 5, and he knows that he needs to beat down, and this is Kowal's plan.
Yeah.
His plan was to draw red
Just
mana.
force fields the Tarmogoyf.
Yeah?
Takes 3 from the Wild Nikado.
Yeah, I mean, because Kowal's plan was to draw a red mana source last turn, bolt Wesco, untap Fork Bolt him, and win the game, but it's not how this is working, and all right. Okay, there's one red mana source in the bin, but he gets to draw a card here.
That's a mountain.
That's a mountain. Now what? He doesn't win here.
No.
The question is, does he die? I mean, he is facing lethal damage. Is he going to have to bolt the Coddle? He's probably still dead to the Tarmogoyf after that Thought Scour. I mean, I haven't got an exact count, but I'm calling it 4-5 just based on feel.
Right.
And that makes it 6 damage exactly thanks to the 2 Noble Hierarchs. If it is a 4-5.
I think he's just going to Treasure Cruise here.
Yeah, that helps shrink the Goyf too.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all of them. And that's fine. Of course, now he finds all the lands in the world. Misty Rainforest.
Well, it's like buses.
Buses?
Yeah, you're waiting for a bus.
Oh. And then they're lined up.
Yeah. 3 in a row. Come on.
I don't know what the Goyf's at. That's really important here. I see sorcery, instant,
Creature,
and
land.
Is there a land? So
I think
it's
there's a land on Wesco's side.
Okay, so that's 4-5. So I think Kowal's dead.
So So he can bolt the Wild Nikado. He can hope that Wesco attacks with both.
Yeah, if Wesco just attacks with the Goyf,
then there's nothing.
Well, then Brian Kowal can have Snapcaster made, so that's what Wesco has
Sure.
to think about. This is super interesting. I don't know if Kowal has a Snapcaster though. Craig Wesco needs to make Kowal use Lightning Bolt on one of his creatures though. Like if Kowal doesn't die this turn and can still use that mountain, then Wesco's dead.
Right.
Unless he's drawn black mana. Oh, he drew a path, which is kind of like black mana, but not right now. Wesco, if he just attacks with the Goyf and Kowal has Snapcaster, then he can splash in Snapcaster to block, but then Wesco's not dead. Well, Wesco is effectively dead in that scenario.
Right. So now he attacks with both.
Okay. And that's going to force Kowal to kill the Nikado. He must not have Snapcaster.
Right.
But remember, Kowal also has to worry about opposing bolts, tribal flames.
Okay, Kowal
Actually,
goes
he can't
to
play around
2.
those at all. Kowal did have Snapcaster. That's interesting.
And now, he just wins here.
Yeah, he just wins. No,
he goes to 1.
He goes Snapcaster.
He goes
bolt,
bolt, Snapcaster.
Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Wow. This is super close.
Match players, last call for the standard field event.
So what Kowal could have done?
So he passes the turn.
What? But Fork Bolt's a sorcery. What just happened? He's got a mountain right there.
He may not have another mountain that he can get.
You think that's his only mountain in the list, Rashad? Let's take a look. I got the list here somewhere. That's absolutely possible.
Right, he may only have Shocklands, which he cannot.
Yeah, he only has 1 mountain. He can't get an untapped red mana source.
No.
That is so nasty. And this is going to be a lethal attack from Wesco, who's going to Path to Exile and say, here's a mountain for you. But in the meantime, you're dead. Now, should Kowal have played his Monastery Swift Spear? That's interesting. This doesn't get it done. He can Is It Charm the path, but Craig can just pay.
Right.
So what's his plan here? Let's see what he's got. Death on the stack. Wow, this is just the closest of margins.
Goes and gets an island.
Yeah, I think if Kowal flashes in Snapcaster before chump blocks Tarmogoyf, if he only takes 3 that turn, he untaps, and then he's got enough life to be able to fetch up a Shockland and go bolt, Forked Bolt. I don't think he's beating any burn spell anyway, so the downside being that this could happen, right? Snapcaster could get path, but I don't think he can beat that anyway. Here's Is It Charm to do what? Doesn't do anything unless he's saying I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Did he target the spell
He's
pierce?
drawing 2 and discarding 2.
Oh, okay. But he could have targeted the spell pierce with the Snapcaster Mage.
Yes, and then gone Pierce.
And then Pierce and Is It Charm it.
Now, I think the spell pierce actually got exiled to the treasure cruise.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because he did that second cruise. Wow, that was just super close. Big smile on Craig Wescoe's face, and why not? He was pretty far behind there after those 2 Delver secrets flipped.
Right.
It felt like that was going to be it for Kowal, but he stumbled on that red mana for long enough that that Craig Wescoe just squeaked it out. I mean, if Kowal had 1 more mountain in his list, that would have been game. Brian's thinking about it.
Like, man, why didn't I play 1 more mountain?
He knows why, because of those Tarmogoyfs. If he was playing the normal blue-red list, then he wouldn't have had that issue, but then again, he wouldn't have Tarmogoyfs.
So you see on the back table, well, you don't see Shenhar, whose head has been replaced by, there you go.
There you
Rusty
go.
moved.
Have you seen his shirt?
No.
It says champion on the back.
He is the champion. He's a 2-time world champion.
You should say it twice.
Maybe it says it on the back.
That's where it says it. I don't think it says it on the front.
So yeah, we're checking in on Andy Chong versus Shenhar. Shenhar's up a game here. Shenhar's playing Burn.
I know.
What is that? What is that disapproving grimace on your face?
I don't know.
What?
Come on,
Are you too good to rift bolt somebody, Marshall Sutcliffe? It's not like this is Cube.
He is.
Like, I'm just gonna 3 you here. He played this deck at the World Championship.
I thought he played Delver.
No, I think he played Burn.
Oh, he played, what do they call it? Burning Boat? Treasure Burn? Whatever.
Yeah.
He played Treasure Cruise.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing here.
Oh, he is?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Oh, I thought this is just Burn.
No. It's Burning Boat, if you want to call it
or
something.
whatever it was called, yeah.
Where's his list here? Shenhar. So he's playing... he's got his creatures are Eidolon of the Great Revel, Monastery Swift Spear, and Goblin Guide.
Okay.
His instants... he doesn't have... does he not have Treasure Cruise?
He does.
Oh, he does. It's just listed under... Oh, instants and sorceries. Yeah, so he's got Skullcrack, Searing Blaze, Lightning Bolt, Boros Charm, Rift Bolt, Lava Spike, and Mutagenic Growth.
Oh, yeah. So this is the same list. I remember those Mutagenic Growth.
And Treasure Cruise to search them all out.
This is game 3.
Oh, this is game 3. So Splinter Twin here. We haven't heard a lot from this deck. You know, Owen was doing well with it early.
And Huey as well, but they kind of... they're both at X2?
Yeah. As are these guys, I believe. Yeah, Shenhar also X2. So this is all bubble matches, or we don't believe 3 losses can make the top 8. Food poisoning remains in play.
That's game.
He's like, oh, I have this Splinter Twin.
Well,
these 2 guys, by the way, this could be 1996.
Yes.
Right? This could be 1996. These two guys have been playing Magic. This could be 1994, actually. These guys have been playing Magic for as long as the game has been played competitively.
That is insane to think about that. You know, I didn't know that about Wesco.
Oh, he's been around forever.
Yeah, somebody said he designed like Brian Davis's deck when he made the finals against Mar. And I'm like our Craig Wesco? And they're like, yeah, that Craig Wesco. What?
Yeah. No, it was funny. I remember when Craig first got his first Pro Tour top 8, you know, it was kind of like at that event, it was like, oh, cool. Craig Wesco still plays Magic, and he's qualified for the Pro Tour.
Now he's a Pro Tour champion.
Pro Tour champion, an authority on the game, you know, for people, writes, you know, weekly articles, does videos, you know, creates a ton of content.
Yep, he's made it into a proper career. That was game 2.
Oh, the back table?
Yeah, graphic wasn't right.
Oh,
so
sorry.
We get more, Shenhar gets another shot at it.
Brian Kowal has sort of moved into the mid stages of life. Still plays a lot of Magic, but, you know, job, family, etc.
Yep. It's like he's still hemming and hawing on sideboard decisions here.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian Kowal is someone who was also, you know, built his fair share of decks over the years. And
he is known as a deck builder, right?
Oh, yeah. And it was very funny when we were talking about Tassiger, the Golden Fang, which is a new card in Fate Reforged, Delve creature, you know.
Oh, that guy,
yeah. You know, we posted something out and I'm like, man, I really like this card to be good. I would love to be able to play with this somehow. And DK is like, I'm in. He's like,
he likes it?
Yeah. So the two people, and I don't know if this is good or bad, who were like on board with building something around the card were Brian Kowal and Shaheen Surani. Shaheen was talking about it as a sideboard card in like black blue control or Esper control, where you're like, oh, we're gonna play a mirror, we're gonna have like very little removal in our decks, you know. He's like, I'm just gonna play this. Every single card is gonna be awesome. I don't care what card I get back.
Right.
Oh, wow. So these guys have already moved ahead to game 3 while those guys are still sideboarding and shuffling.
Yeah, you know, I think Kowal did that thing where he decided on what he wanted to sideboard and then halfway through shuffling said, maybe I do want this after all. They have taken a really long time to get their sideboarding done.
Yeah.
We watched the end of this game, watched they sideboarded.
By the way, when we came in on that game, that was the beginning of the game. We came in on turn 1, suspended Rift Bolt from
watched the whole game?
We watched the entire game.
Oh my goodness.
We may see the entire game of this.
Before they're done shuffling down there?
You know, Shenhar could kill 3 people by the time these guys resolve a mulligan.
He might win another world championship.
Shenhar doing hefty damage to himself here. He's got to be. He's at 14 already.
He doesn't care. He's either taking infinite or nothing.
Oh, there we go. Lava Spike.
Maybe he's got another one. No, he's going to suspend Rift Bolt. That does not trigger the Swift Spear until it comes off.
Little sleight of hand action.
Yeah.
And get that thing out of here. Bolt you. So, Andy's at 11, I believe.
Okay.
Right, he's taking 3. Yeah, he's taking 3, 3, and 3. He took 3 from the Swift Spear, 3 from the spike, and 3 from the Rift Bolt. Passes the turn.
He's probably taken 4 from the Swift Spear.
Turn 1, Swift Spear.
For 1, and then the next turn he played Lava Spike, which pumps the Swift Spear as well.
Right.
So that's 3, 4, 5. So that's 5, and then he also got in with the.
Yeah, that's exactly where. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Treasure Cruise gets Is It Charmed?
He didn't pay?
He's nice. I think he's going to pay.
Why didn't he pay?
I think he is going to pay.
Gotta pay. Shahar's at like 2. All he's done is crack fetches into shock.
Shenhar is actually, I think, at 9.
Right there you go. He paid.
Yeah, he paid.
I wonder why Andy did that. He doesn't counter it. He
Yeah,
sets him back like a little bit in tempo. Maybe he just needed a little bit more time.
Maybe he has the win in hand.
Oh, he has.
He just didn't want to die that turn.
Okay. He's got to worry about Path to Exile here. See white mana available for Shenhar. I don't know if he has it in his list though. It's not a normal card you'd want in that list, but no, he doesn't have it. He has Destructive Revelry though.
So there's Boros Charm.
I think he actually has Destructive Revelry in his hand too.
Okay,
so once he activates this,
there's Splinter Twin.
then he Revelries. So he says, you're going to activate it and target this? Okay, now I'm going to kill the Splinter Twin. The downside here, though, is that Andy's got another Splinter Twin. He can't cast it now, though, and he's going to take 2 off of this Destructive Revelry. So I don't know what his life total is, but it's getting quite low here.
It's getting low.
Like, there's a good chance Shenhar just untaps and kills him.
That is the game. Wow.
That might have been the 2 that killed him right there.
All right. Meanwhile, Craig Wesco has gone straight to Geist of St. Traft here, while
It's a nice one.
While Brian Kowal with the 3-color Delver deck is scuffling for mana.
And look at this. Wesco wants to get an extra point of damage in with his Hierarch.
Yeah.
Take 7. Wow.
One of the rare times where you can get 2 creatures attacking and still get an Exalted trigger.
Yeah.
Because the Geist does attack alone and then brings in Angel to the party.
Is that a Crackling Doom in hand for Wesco? Doesn't that not look like a Crackling Doom?
Is that possible?
I mean, it's legal in the format.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. He's got Crackling Doom.
Oh,
He's like, I'm going to kill your Tarmogoyf. I mean, Crackling Doom does just kill a Tarmogoyf.
It kills anything. I think he's going to use it to kill that. Not now, though. I think he'll wait. Like, he can get Spell Pierced here. If he just untaps, he can't get Spell Pierced. I don't know how important it is for Craig that he gets rid of the Swift Spear, but that could be troublesome. If Kowal has a Lightning Bolt, he can... Well, you know what? Actually, maybe not. The Noble Hierarch actually makes the guy a 3/3, which is big enough to get through most things with Swift Spear. Like, Kowal has to play 2 spells. He can't do that with the mana he has. So, you know, Craig might just ignore that.
I mean, or he can just kill him with a Crackling Doom.
Well, but he can get Spell Pierced right now is what I'm saying.
Sure.
If he just runs it
Oh,
out.
no, he does it on his turn.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He can just wait till his turn. But I'm saying I don't even think
Doesn't
he needs
matter.
to.
He just drew Tribal Flames.
He just Tribal Flamed anyway?
He just drew Tribal Flames.
Wow. But yeah, the Exalted trigger here makes...
Green,
it does
white,
prevent 3
red,
damage,
blue, black. Yep.
He's going to do it. Oh, Craig Wesco. Just crackling that Doom right in there.
Yeah. He's like, I don't care if you spell pierce.
This is lethal. This is 7+2.
He
It's
dispels it.
dispel, sure. But all this does is keep Brian Kowal alive.
Yeah, but he takes 5 from the...
it actually doesn't.
Yeah, he takes 5 from the Tribal Flames.
Yeah, he's still chump blocking here because of Exalted.
Whoop. So we see the power of the Pain Lands.
Wow. Craig
Power of the
Wesco
Shock
at
Lands,
13.
actually. Yeah. Craig Wesco 13. We saw Shenhar probably dropped himself to 6 or 9.
Yeah, he was in single digits, I bet.
I mean, he certainly cracked 4 fetch lands for 4 shock lands.
Yes.
So
all
took
untapped,
12.
No problem.
Crazy. Welcome back to the booth. Brian David Marshall Sutcliffe here. And we just watched Shenhar over Andy Chong.
Yep.
And we just watched Craig Wesco, Tribal Flames, and Wild Nakatl out Brian Kowal as befitting 2 old school players.
Yeah, it's true.
Such as themselves.
We haven't seen these zoo decks around much in
No.
Modern. They were popular at the onset, but they've gone through a few bannings, and recently have been unbanned.
I did not even. I was like, I think it was unbanned. You know what I mean? It was like I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen it played since it was unbanned. Sure. Let's. So we have a turbo match that is contrary to the name still being played.
At regular
so we're gonna
speed.
start. We're gonna go back to the beginning, and we may catch up.
Okay.
So let's send it down and watch our turbo match of Magic, which is Mark Hins versus Scott Lipp. So
Who is Scott?
Scott Lipp playing spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah.
He is the last undefeated player in the tournament. He is 11-0. He's in great shape to make this top 8. Mark Hins playing what looks like red-blue. We see the Gataxian Probe after Monastery Swift Spear on turn 1. Looks at a hand that had Chalice, Spaghetti Monster. So Fork Bolt, attack you for 3. Here's Chalice for 1.
That's so huge.
Yeah, it just shuts off a huge chunk of Mark's deck. But it gets Spell Pierced.
Oh, that was massive. Mark having Spell Pierce there was a game saver. Wow, that was huge. He needed that right there. Chalice with a Void on 1 shuts off most of Mark's
Mark?
deck.
I don't have Mark Hins' deck in front of me. That looks like red, white, blue.
I do see white.
There's a Hallowed Fountain.
Huh, interesting. It could be a Geist of St. Draft build that we've seen previously
Sure.
in Modern, though not recently. That deck has fallen out of favor pretty strongly.
So Anger of the
Ooh.
Gods.
Wow, this is just a nightmare for Mark. I mean, he had the answer to the first, main book. There it is.
Yeah, there's Geist of St. Travis. Okay, good call there, Marshall.
Interesting. Bolt you.
Yeah.
Mark is wasting no time,
Yeah, yeah.
and that cleaned it up. That was the whole entire game.
Wow, that was pretty brutal. Not the way we've seen Scott Lipp's deck perform
No.
in the past. So it sounds like, by the way, we had a typo on the last. It's Andy Truong, Truong, Truong.
Okay.
So that's who we just watched beat Shenhar. Our apologies to him. So we'll have his name right in the future. So red, white, blue Delver.
That?
Or maybe not Delver.
It probably does have Delver.
Hey, why would you have Delver?
Doesn't have to, but it usually does.
So on the play, Scott Lipp.
See if we can get that Chalice down on 1. Nope, busted sleeve. Thankfully, turbo match means that we get to just work right through it.
Was that also a mulligan from Mark?
Might have been.
And there's the Chalice.
There's Chalice
Oh,
on
but
one.
do we can
Oh,
have
does
Spell
he have
Pierce
it
again?
No. He's just going to resolve Thought Scour before it can never be resolved.
Wow.
Mark could have something like an Ancient Grudge or something, but
Sure.
But he needs to. Like this Chalice, it shuts off so much of the deck. Now, Mark's
he can
deck
also
is
just-
not blue-red Delver, which it shuts off like
Everything.
actual half
Yeah,
of it. Yeah, but still, you got to fit. All those bolts and all that stuff goes away. Treasure Cruise doesn't though. Opson and Baloth. So wow, double Baloth. So out of burn rage for Scott Lipp and beating down really hard. That was
All
game.
right. We're going to game 3.
All right, it's going a little fast to keep up with. But
So there is the Delver.
Mhm.
So
And it looks like Farseek into Search for Tomorrow. And
whoa.
all Hey, let's just join where we're at right now.
Oh, hi. It's a
Hi,
Primeval
Hi,
Titan.
Primeval Titan.
Primeval Titan versus Young Pyromancer.
I see 2 Valakuts and 5 mountains, so if that thing gets to attack, it's 12. Scott Lips at 10. Wow, this is going to be close. What is that token? What do you reckon that is? That's just an elemental, I guess?
Yeah, that's an elemental from the Young Pyromancer.
Sure,
Yeah.
okay. So that's not going to do anything here. What is that? Vapor Snag? That helps. That means that it's not lethal, but that does not do quite what Mark wants. How much is he getting in for here is the question. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Brings Scott down to 4. Wow, this is going to be very close.
But he can just he can also
wrap him.
he can just machine gun the board.
Literally
it's
all
like
of them.
Primeval Titan and Inferno Titan combined into one here.
Right, and then when he gets to attack, he'll just kill him. That is a fetch land, so that's another activation that he'll have in the bank as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this also has to resolve. You know, something like a remand here could be backbreaking. No,
Obstinate
he's going to
Bailiff.
settle for Baloth. That's interesting, because he doesn't actually have enough mana to cast.
Well, he might be.
He's got 2 activations. Oh, he's got Tribe Elder. He's going to get 2 mountains this turn anyway. Who needs to resolve a Primeval Titan?
Right.
I think he probably wants to take out the Pyromancer now.
I would just get rid of that Pyromancer if I could. Unless does he have Anger of the Gods? No, he's only got 1 card left. We know it's a Primeval Titan.
Yeah, for some reason he's doing it during his upkeep. Shouldn't really make a difference. He had 4 mana available anyway, so whatever. Scott falls down to 7, which of course is much better number than 6.
Yes.
As that could be a lightning bolt for.
Yep. He's like, kill the Swift Spear, kill the Young Pyromancer. Wow.
This is game 3.
Wow. The machine gun goes online.
Yeah, the machine gun's online, and Scott Lip in his hand has the win. He would be able to do 3, 6, 9, 12 attack.
He can still get burnt to death from here.
Easily. Well, not easily. Sorry, at 7, not easily. But we don't know Mark's list exactly.
Right.
And he has white. He could easily have a card like Boros Charm.
Right.
And a bolt. All he has to do is resolve this Titan and sack the Elder.
Scott Lip's just playing fair here.
Well.
You know, but he's hard casting Primeval Titan.
It resolves, so that's it. He's going to go 3, 6, 9, 12, and then assuming he has another mountain, he can do 6 more, and that's 18.
Well,
he's just going to get another Valakut, and he drew a mountain, so he's just doming him for all of it. So that's 18 right there. 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. Good game? Yeah!
Wow.
Wow. Spaghetti and meatballs.
That was the meatballs portion.
Meatballs, yeah.
That's the meatballs portion.
Yes.